5, 4, 3, 2.
So, this is New Year, New You.
No, you said this was a New Year shoot.
No, this is a New Year, New You. We're cleansing the aura of 2020 and being fresh, healthy, and new for 2021. We're not drinking in our pajamas all day.
But I wore my tuxedo shirt and everything.
We've been drinking all quarantine.
Alrighty. Hey everybody, I'm Seth Brundle, and apparently we're not doing a New Year's episode this time. We're doing New Year, New Me, and our mystery ingredient today is bagged cauliflower. So for all you naysayers on social media with those memes like, here come the New Year, New Me people, turn the channel off, or don't turn it off, keep it playing because we need those views. But for everybody else who is all about new beginnings and fresh starts, we're gonna do 3 incredible cauliflower recipes today. We're gonna start off with a cauliflower jambalaya, then we're gonna move over into some vegan orange chicken bites, and then finally we're gonna end this thing with some shrimp and cauliflower grits. So I know these are a lot of recipes and cauliflower didn't ask to be all these things, but we need some healthy alternatives. So we need to cut some calories in half, in 4s and 8s. You don't wanna miss it. It's delicious, it's healthy. It'll make you feel like you're a Peloton instructor or something like that. You wanna make these, stick around guys, let's go. So for our first cauliflower dish, we're gonna start off with jambalaya. It's a really quick and easy one, and it's super healthy and it's super flavorful, but I don't wanna bore you guys. I wanna keep you right here, so we skipped a couple steps. We all know how to do this. First, we started off with some chicken thighs that we just cut into 1-inch cubes. We seasoned that up with Cajun seasoning, garlic powder, salt and pepper. I just cooked that off, stirring frequently until it was fully cooked through, about 7 minutes. I took that out, it's here. Then I put my sliced andouille sausage into the pan, sauteed those off for about 2-3 minutes until they got crispy on the edges, took that out. Now we're gonna start on the actual composition of the jambalaya. So our first step after these two is to add our aromatics. So I'm adding our aromatics to the same pan that our chicken and our sausage is cooked in. Add some nice fond in the pan. So fond is just those crispy, burnt looking bits that's at the bottom of the pan. That is not trash, that is all flavor. So now we're gonna add our diced celery, and then finally we're gonna add our green bell pepper. So again, we're just going to continue stirring occasionally so we get all that fond up, we soak out all that flavor, make sure we get all that seasoning from the chicken and the sausage. Our bell pepper and celery has been sauteing off for a second. It's a little translucent. Kitchen is nice and fragrant. Got some kitchen cologne going on in here. So next, we're gonna re-add that meat that we started off with. So our chicken, we're gonna re-add that to the pan, as well as our andouille sausage that we cooked off. Give that nice and incorporated. So everybody's met, they're getting along. No East Coast, West Coast beef or anything like that. So next, we're just gonna add our rice cauliflower or cauliflower rice. The only thing I would advise for this recipe and all others is do not buy frozen cauliflower. It's disgusting, it's mushy, it does not have any texture at all, and you will be so upset with me if you make this recipe with that and be cussing me out in the comments, but I ain't having it. So use fresh cauliflower rice. So we're gonna add that. So our cauliflower, and then we're gonna add our trusty dusty, or it's not dusty, but our trusty tomato paste. I don't know why it was in my back pocket, don't ask me any questions. And then we're gonna add a little bit of stock to that. And because your tomato paste is thick, you wanna make sure that you mix everything evenly so it's evenly incorporated. You don't wanna have too much tomato in one portion of your bite and then not enough in the other one. And then finally, we're just gonna add a little bit of additional Cajun seasoning to finish this off. And the cauliflower is only gonna cook for about 2 minutes. We just want it to cook down, but we want it to maintain its texture. And then finally, we'll just add some chopped parsley, turn our flame off. It's done. You got healthy jambalaya in under 30 minutes. That's all it takes. Let's move on to our next dish. All right, guys, we're gonna get started on our second dish, which is our vegan orange chicken. It has a lot of texture, it has even more flavor, and you won't even miss the animal protein. So let's get started on that one right now. We've got a little dredging station here. I've got almond flour, cashew milk and panko breadcrumbs. Now, a big misconception about breadcrumbs in general is that they're not vegan. Pure Japanese panko breadcrumbs are absolutely vegan, so opt for those if you want to do a little dredging station. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to season up 2 parts of our dredge. We're going to add salt, pepper, and finally some paprika to both the panko breadcrumbs and our almond flour. And then we're just going to take a fork or a whisk or whatever you have close to you and give that a good mix. All right, so we got our cauliflower florets. This is our vegan chicken. So we're gonna start with our almond flour. We're gonna press that into our almond flour mixture. Then we're gonna dip it in our cashew milk, which is our egg wash substitute. We're gonna finish this in our seasoned panko breadcrumbs. And we're just gonna rinse, wash, and repeat until all 4 cups of our cauliflower florets are done. And we're done. We're gonna pop them in the oven, which we've preheated at 425 for about 30 minutes until they're nice, golden brown and crispy, and somehow they're gonna convert themselves into chicken. I'm not a scientist. I don't know how it works. Ask Dr. Fauci. Let's go. Alrighty guys, easy and flavorful is definitely the name of the game. So this orange chicken sauce is so easy that if you mess it up, you're not gonna be able to blame anybody but yourselves. All you have to do is dump, stir, and let it reduce. So let's get started on that. First ingredient for our vegan orange chicken, of course, is fresh squeezed orange juice. Don't buy that prepackaged stuff. Don't put it in this. You can drink that or give it to your kids. Fresh squeeze for this recipe. So we're gonna add our fresh squeezed orange juice to our saucepan. And to that, we're also gonna add some orange zest. Orange on orange. Then we're gonna add our grated ginger, sesame oil. It's nice and pungent. We only need a little bit of that. We're gonna add a little bit of kosher salt, some soy sauce, some grated garlic, some brown sugar. This is what's gonna give us that thick, syrupy, sweet flavor. And then we have some unseasoned rice vinegar. That's gonna give us our pucker. And then we have our cornstarch. Lastly, we have our dried Thai chilies. So we're just gonna add all of that to our saucepan and just give it a good whisk. And we're just gonna let that reduce and thicken up on low medium heat. Alrighty, our sauce has been reducing and thickening up. She real thick. You can smell the rice vinegar, you can smell the soy sauce, and of course you can smell the orange juice and zest. So the only thing left now to do is toss and to garnish. So let's do that. Our sauce is done, it's thickened up. So the only thing left now to do is to toss. So let's do that. I'll pour an even layer over everything. Don't try this at home, or do. It's up to you, but I can't be responsible for the mess. We're just gonna give this a little toss. Make sure these get nice and evenly coated. All right, so now we have our vegan orange chicken. We're gonna let this cool off a bit and move on to our next dish. Let's do that. Don't y'all miss brunch? Don't y'all miss going to a restaurant without a mask on, having everybody judge you because you shouldn't be out in the first place? Our last and final menu item that we have for our bag cauliflower segment today is my very own shrimp and cauliflower grits recipe. It's just as good as the normal version that has about 1/8 of the calorie count. So we're gonna get started on this. We have some cauliflower florets that I've steamed for about 12 minutes. If you do it for 13, 14, that's okay. They're just gonna go in the blender anyway. I am going to add about a tablespoon or 2 or 3 of butter to my pan. So I'm gonna let that melt down. And to that, I'm gonna add some minced garlic. This is true kitchen cologne. Very few things smell better than fat and garlic. The combination of those two make any kitchen smell amazing. So what we want to do is continue stirring this frequently until our garlic gets nice and golden brown and a little crispy. So we're almost there. Our minced garlic is nice and golden brown. So to that, we're gonna add our cauliflower rice or rice cauliflower. So this is the grit part of my recipe. This adds that gritty texture that we get from regular stone ground grits or instant grits or whatever it is that you opt to use on whichever day. That's your business. But this is gonna give us that texture and that bite that we normally get from grits with about 1/8 of the calorie count again. So we just wanna stir this up and cook it down until the cauliflower rice is crispy itself, and then we're gonna take this off the pan and move on to our next step. We have taken our steamed cauliflower, we've added a little milk and seafood stock, and we blended it up until it's nice and smooth. So this is gonna be the base for our cauliflower grits. We have our saucepan on a low simmer, and to this, we're gonna add our crispy garlic rice cauliflower that we made a second ago. We have the texture that we want. We have the smooth blended cauliflower with the milk and the seafood stock, and then we have our grits that we created with the cauliflower rice. So we have the texture that we want. The only thing now is we're gonna add a little salt, some pepper, and some Parmesan. John. So we're just gonna keep this at a low simmer, and because both ingredients are already cooked, we're just gonna heat this through until it's nice and warm. And there we have our cauliflower grits. So that's part one of our recipe. We're gonna move over to the shrimp part of our recipe. Let's do that right now. I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter to my pan here and melt it down a bit. So to this pan, I'm gonna add our head-on shrimp that I've already tossed in some canola oil. We have some lemon pepper seasoning, some garlic salt, some pepper, some cayenne, and some paprika, as well as some brown sugar. Tossed it to coat. It's a wonderful, wonderful shrimp and grits seasoning blend. So I'm just gonna start adding our head-on shrimp to our pan one at a time. We're gonna cook them on either side for 2 to 3 minutes undisturbed until they're opaque. And for all of you who don't know what opaque means, it just means until they're pink. They're grayish right now. When they turn pink, they'll be fully cooked on that side. And then we're just gonna flip them over. No longer than 3 minutes. We don't wanna overcook our shrimp and have them all rubbery and chewy and all that other stuff. Wanna be nice and succulent and juicy. I know y'all like those words with your nasty asses. I know you like it. So for all of you who needed that clarification, this is exactly what I mean when I say opaque. So our shrimp are done. They're nice and opaque, very fragrant in here. They've curled up, so I'm just gonna take these off the pan. Got some nice char marks on them. So I'm just gonna remove any of our extra little, I'm just gonna say it, antennas that we have in here. Gonna add a little bit of white wine, add another tablespoon of butter, or 2. And we're gonna take our whisk, just make a nice pan sauce for our shrimp and cauliflower grits. We got this amazing fragrant pan sauce here. So the only thing left now to do with our shrimp and cauliflower grits is to plate this motherfucker. Let's do it. All right, guys, last year was a tough one and we're still not out of the woods yet, but I hope these dishes provide you with some type of comfort. They are all the flavors that you love, but with a fraction of the calories. This one, we're doing dinner with friends at a nice soul food restaurant. This dish, I'd be drunk at brunch off some Henny, some bourbon, some whiskey. I'd have my shrimp and grits ready to coat my stomach so that I'm not sick. I'm a little older now, so I can't go like I used to. And with this one, this is takeout with you and your loved one, you and your partner, you and your jump off, whatever it is. Guys, I hope you try each and every one of these recipes. I also hope that you have a happy and healthy, that's both physically and mentally, 2021. We're still not out of the woods. Please tag me and Cocoa Butter everywhere on Instagram if you want to make these recipes. If you make them at home, we would really appreciate it. We want to know how y'all are enjoying these recipes. Until our next mystery box ingredients, I'll see y'all next time on Season with Seth. Peace out, y'all.